Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rashina, and today is a special day. Listen, today I'm with my husband, but that's special in itself. But but we're celebrating today our 25th anniversary. And I thought it would be really cool if we jumped on real quick. We're out of town, as you can see, but I wanted to share with you some reflections from 25 years of being married. So I thought that it would be great to just jump on real quick and give you just a little bit of insight into our 25 years. So I have a couple questions that we're going to just answer really impromptu, really quickly, and then we're going to do this thing at the end where I'm going to answer some rapid fire questions, and we're just going to answer those really quickly with the first thing that comes to our mind. That should be pretty fun. All right. All right. So I'm Rashina. My husband is Sean. Sean Smith. We got on our wifey and hubby shirt. All right. So we're going to be going to dinner real quickly. So this ain't going to take long. So here's a couple of things. This is reflecting on our journey. So here's question number one that we're going to answer for you guys. So Sean, you can answer. What has been the biggest change in our relationship over 25 years?
I would say my mentality. Because when we first got married, my mentality wasn't the same as it is now. I guess I grew over the 25 years being a husband and a father. So my biggest difference, not challenge, was my mentality.
All right, so I would say the biggest change in our relationship in the last, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm getting like 50 million texts. I wasn't getting any texts before I started this. But anyway, so I would say the biggest change in our relationship over the last 25 years, I would just say is maturity. I would say that, God gracious, the maturity of even just myself. We got married pretty young, like in my 20s, and can I mute this? In my 20s, and it is what it is. In your 20s, you may think you know it all, but you don't. You haven't experienced a lot. But most, because some 20-year-olds could have experienced a lot. I'm gonna say for myself, I hadn't experienced a lot. Far as just really long-term relationships. And so, getting into my marriage, from then until now, I would say definitely the biggest change has been the maturity level, and that manifests itself in how I show up in different circumstances. So that is my biggest change. Okay, so challenges and growth. This is a section. Here's a question we're going to answer for that section. What challenges did we face early in our marriage, and how did we overcome them? So what do you have, Sean?
Challenges we faced. I guess I say spending time, equally time with each other, because we both had full-time jobs and we had our sons, and trying to find that quality time for each other, it wasn't the best. We probably have more time to eat with each other when we was at our anniversary when we went out of town. But not having that quality time, I would say that was the biggest challenges early face on. But as our sons got older, they didn't need more than our time. We kind of got our time back.
So I would say for me, the biggest challenge that we faced early in our marriage, would be probably financial. Our earnings are different from 25 years ago than they are now. And back then, when we were getting married at such a young age, well, I don't think that was young age. I was in my 20s. I was 25 when I got married. And but I didn't have no huge savings prepped up and ready to become a wife, and and to pay for a wedding. So we didn't, when we told our parents, they helped out, but it wasn't like they were covering all the costs. So we had to chip into that. So financially, I would say that it was that was one of the biggest challenges that we faced, just having the finances that we needed. And I remember when we got married, we talked about, oh, we're going to get all these financial gifts for our wedding, and we'll be able to just, enjoy our honeymoon, because we're going to have all these financial gifts from people giving us, from coming to our wedding. And we overshot that. We miscalculated. We miscalculated on that. So we started out in a position where we really had to budget and really had to be very cautious of spending, and be very cautious of where money was going. So I will say that that was the biggest challenge. But how do we overcome it? How did we overcome it? It was just time. As we grew and as we got better jobs, as we got promotions, as we got increases, things changed. All right. So the next thing I wanted to see if we can answer for you guys. Let's see. What's the best piece of marriage advice we've received that really helped us?
Right before we got married, I was asking a lot of older men who was married for a long length of time, and just to get some feedback, because you never been married, so you want to make sure that you're going into the right avenue.
Right.
And he said that for one, always date your wife. Make sure y'all spend quality time. And number two, he said that if the marriage past 5 years, then you'll make it.
All right. Well, we made it past 5 years. So I guess we good. We solid, right?
I guess.
You guess.
No, I mean.
Lord. Okay.
No, we are.
We solid as a rock. All right. Wait a minute now. Okay. Let's see. What's next? What's the next good question? So, because we get ready to go to dinner, I said I was gonna make this quick. So I'm just ask one more question, then we go to that rapid question portion that I have. I think it's gonna be really fun. So, advice for viewers: what tips would we give to couples preparing for marriage? I'll let my husband start.
First, I would definitely say seek counseling from someone you do not know. They will give you the best advice going into the marriage. And always remember, both of you have different upbringing.
Oh yeah, that's good.
So make sure that
That's good.
everybody having patience for each other, because going in it's going to be different. Living with another person, you never lived with this person, so it's going to be different. So you both going to have to have patience with each other, because everybody used to doing certain things that way.
Yeah, that's good. The upbringing part is good too. Like we both have different models of what a home looked like. So, and we're merging those two different models. So we have to be conscious of that. So that's good, honey. You did good. You answered that really good. Okay. So here is what I would give. My advice I would say, be open and honest with what your expectations are up front. I would say, as a woman, sometimes I would have these thoughts of this should be just normal, this is what should just happen. And those will be in my head, those thoughts. And my husband didn't automatically manifest those things for me because they were in my head. So I would suggest that have a conversation about what your expectations are about finance, about spirituality, about intimacy, about family, all of the big heavy hitters, credit, like all of those conversations, have them up front, so that each person can be aware of what the others, like my husband says, model is for those topics, and then what you're expecting, so that you're not coming home and if you're a person, like if I like to cook, so my husband, he would come home and I would assume you expect sometimes dinner to be there. Notice I said sometimes. Sometimes dinner to be there. So but you could be married a person that doesn't like to cook. So just having those kinds of conversations to make sure that the expectations are not unspoken but have been spoken, so that brings accountability and awareness. All right, so here we go. This is the fun part. So I'm just gonna shoot off some questions, and we're just gonna answer them. Take turns answering, just really quickly without thought. Okay, you ready? Mm-hmm. Just point at this one. Just point. Who's the pickier eater? Yes. Okay. Who's more stubborn? That's debatable. Okay. Let's see. Who has the better taste in music? Okay. Alrighty. Who apologizes first after a disagreement? He's right. I do apologize, but it may not always be first. Okay. Okay. Who forgets important dates more often? Oh, no.
You forgot Michael's birthday.
Who's the better driver? I drive safe. Okay. Who spends more time on their phone? Oh my goodness. Debatable. Who's more likely to fall asleep in a movie? For sure.
During a movie, right?
During a movie, in a movie, at a movie, on the way to a movie. No. All of the above.
I can't fall away on the way to the movie because I'm driving. So that's not true.
Well, if I'm driving.
You don't drive.
Who's a morning person? Who's more of a morning person? Okay. Who's more dramatic when they're sick?
I'm never sick.
Oh, but when you do,
I'm never sick.
That's it. When you are sick. When you are sick.
You can't say that.
Yeah, when you are sick.
You can't tell me when the last time I was sick.
All right. Okay. We're just answering the questions, but okay. Who's more likely to start laughing at an inappropriate time? Probably me.
Yeah.
Probably me. Listen, laughter is good medicine. That's scripture. Who's more likely to plan a spontaneous trip? Yeah, that's me. Okay. Who's more likely to bring home a stray animal? Neither one of us. And that's good. Neither one of us. We would possibly help it out if it's not going to attack us, but it won't be coming home with us. All right. Who complains more about the weather? You got to pick one. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's get one more. Let's see. Let's see. What can we say? Who forgets to do things on the to-do list more often?
That would be me. All
right. So that was just a little bit of fun for us. We just wanted to jump on real quick to just share a little bit of insight from our 25th anniversary. And now it's time for us to go celebrate. So we hope that this inspired you in some way, or at least made you laugh.